Citadel decided it would be great to drop a second episode right now. So we were going to talk about episode 2 of Citadel. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section of episode 1 and episode 2. What did you guys think? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And let's talk about episode 2 of Citadel right now. So episode 1 of Citadel, I absolutely loved. I thought it was a fantastic setup. It really got me invested. Now they decided, why not? Let's just drop a second episode today. So they did, and I watched it. And I want to give a big shout out to Twitter because someone on Twitter told me about it. They're like, I love the first 2 episodes. I was like, wait, what a second? But yep, they dropped the second one. So episode 2 is fantastic. Like this... Now I'm really excited because I thought this episode was absolutely superb. It built upon the first episode while also now showcasing just where we're going to go in this season and what is going to happen. And little things, little details that, look, I did say in my last one, episode 1, I would be, it'd be weird if she lost her memory as well. I think that would be a bit cliche, but there's a reason why they are losing their memory. They have this little chip now in their neck. And it's like a backup thing. And when the Citadel is falling, when the organization is falling and they're all getting killed, they erase their memory and they have it backed up in this like liquid that you can put back into your neck and you regain your memory. So while I thought that, this is actually a cool idea and a cool concept, and it makes sense to why they would do that. Why wouldn't you just wipe their memory clean? Because if you wipe it, then no one can interrogate them and steal the information that is required. So I like that idea and that concept, and I was a bit hesitant at first, but then I was like, that's actually a nice little touch there. So we have that in there as well. There is also a little bit of like breadcrumb trail here in this episode about who was actually the one that turned and actually gave up the Citadel itself and all the information in that. Now, it is hinted towards Nadia possibly being that rat or whatever you want to call it, informative, that is going to the actual organization that is the villain organization and giving off that information. But I don't know, like, this could be a bait and switch. And then you have this little trailer thing at the end as well that shows you what's going to happen in the season, a bit of an idea. So if you don't want to know anything, don't watch it because I think it might have given away a bit too much. But it also hints towards Nadia being the actual one that is like the double spy agent sort of thing where she's given the information away. But that could also be a bait and switch where we're like, it's Nadia. But then it's not. It's like a completely different agent. Or maybe it is Mason himself. But I don't think it is Mason. It doesn't seem like it's Mason. But hey, it could be. Because she wants Mason alive. Now, we do know that. In this episode, they realize Mason goes in and to get the case. And as he comes out, they're like, wait a second. Mason's alive? So they all thought he was dead. And she wants him alive. So why does she want Mason alive? Maybe he was the one that turned and set everything up and actually is giving the information. So that's what I mean. It could be a bait and switch. It could be like everything's pointing to Nadia, but it's actually Mason, or it's someone else, or it is her. So the theories and stuff going through my head right now of who could be that double agent is just absolutely mind-boggling. Like, it's just like, oh, what a good way to set that up. And it's set up throughout this whole entire episode. Obviously, we have Mason going, and then Bernard gets captured. Mason then discovers that, oh, Nadia's alive, so he goes in search of her and goes up to her and is like, hey, I know exactly who you are. Like, let me show you. And then he does, and he shows her, like, you put this in your neck, you're going to get all your memories back. Obviously, he didn't do it quick enough because he got hit. They got shot in the car and crashed, and it cracked it all, and all the liquid's gone. So I don't know if he's ever going to get his memories back. So if he did turn, he was not going to remember that. So it's interesting. Man, this show is actually quite interesting. And now it's got me really thinking, what's going on here? Now I'm really excited to see where this season's going to go. I really am now. So he gives it to her. She then starts fighting with this other dude, and this other dude's just absolutely mauling him. Obviously, because Mason isn't quite Mason, so he's not quite as sharp while he can still do certain things, like we see him kill someone and like absolutely beat him up, he's not quite to that level of where he was when he was the top dog spy. So we have that, and then she injects it into herself. She gets those memories flooding back, and she just absolutely whoops this guy, like absolutely nails him. The action sequences was absolutely phenomenal. I really did enjoy it quite a lot. I enjoyed the tone setter of this episode where she's captured by that guy, and he's a bit creepy, and then she just absolutely messes his shit up. Like, oh man, it's brutal, man. Especially when she shoves that thing in his arm, like the horn, and he's got it in his arm and he rips it out. Oh, it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. So you have that action sequence. Then you have the action sequence at the end there as well. That was fantastic as well. Now we have Nadia and we have Mason on the run trying to stop everything that's going on. So we get to see their chemistry be built. Obviously, we know they have some history. How is that going to play with the family dynamic that he has now? Because we know he has a wife and a daughter. So... and we've seen them have a sort of a thing in the first episode, and obviously in the memories, there's something there as well. So whether or not they're actually together or they're like on and off all the time, we have that dynamic going on. So the chemistry between them two is going to be very interesting to see moving forward, especially with that family dynamic. Now, obviously we know Bernard got captured, so he's there. And man, I don't think he's in for a pleasant time. I don't think he's going to be sitting there drinking wine and eating some nice food. I think he's going to get a couple of drill heads, some knives, and all sorts of stuff done to him in order to get these secrets out about the Citadel and to lure Mason back to them so that they can capture him. So obviously we know now that there's the family group that is the villains of this. I can't quite remember what they're called, Moton or something like that. Something like that, but it's all the rich families from like different countries and stuff like that. And this person obviously is not happy because she says, you need to get him back to me and you need to bring that case X to me, because if I don't deliver this, I'm going to have a bounty on my head. These guys are going to put a bounty on me quicker than you can say anything. So you have until this time to bring it. So I'm very, very intrigued. I thought the action sequences were shot a lot better than the first one. To be honest, there wasn't as many cuts. I could actually see what's going on, and that's why I felt more when it came to the action sequences. Then the cinematography was great as well. The music's great. The performances are great. The acting is superb. Obviously, Richard Madden's just absolutely fantastic. I really like him as an actor, so I'm excited to see where he goes with his career. But this show, man, after this episode, I'm actually super excited now. I can't wait until next Friday my time, to watch this episode. Like, wow, it was actually quite good. And I'm really excited. This is a good spy show so far. So fingers crossed they continue this momentum and it gets better and better and better. Because Amazon's been doing some good stuff lately. I mean, you got Reacher, you've got The Boys. You know, they're doing some good stuff with their shows, and they're getting better and better. So fingers crossed. So let me know your thoughts on episode 2. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.